I'm doing just the top chat. We're doing live chat. There we go. We've got that and that. And it is what it is. So we'll move this back a little bit. Okay. Hello. Hey, Terry. All right. Welcome to Weird and Woo-Woo, where I am weird and we get woo-woo. I'm going to pull some cards today and see what the message has in store for us. I didn't know what to title it. I got to be honest with you. I was even him and Han on the coffee. Why do I look so pale? I'm about to turn this on. There's something. There's a little something going on. Good God. Is there a okay, I don't know. Why is it not? Can you see me now? Golly. Okay. All right. Very good. Now it's going out. All right. Well, I got a little bit of time before we move on. Sorry, guys. Hey, Paula, I need you to guys. Right there, which allow. Camera allow. Good God. This is what happens. Sorry, guys. There's so. I got so much going on right now, guys. I'm putting this bad boy on here, so I will quit paying attention to it. I got like my phone. Can I just tell y'all, I got kicked off of WhatsApp for no reason. I had to have them. It was like, your account is banned because they thought I was spamming. And I was like, I'm not spamming. I'm talking to somebody. Am I talking too much for you, WhatsApp? Isn't that what you're for? And so it took them 24 hours to get things restored. And now I'm having to get, like I'm trying to do things like I was doing before. And it's like my phone wants all the permissions in the world again. I'm like, alrighty, so feeling a lot of heart energy mixed with a little bit of solar plexus. So let's see where this goes, okay? Sweet, we're starting off. Sorry, that was a really long. Oh, thanks, Terry. Hopefully some people will join us. I know some of the people that normally join me, I'm on earlier. So they're not used to me coming on at this time. Terry, you get my notifications fairly quick. I gotta tell you, anybody else that comes on here, you usually get them quicker. All right, let's get going and see what's. It's funny because this is was like this, right? I'm like this, not all the way out, but it's kind of a little, and its emotions are at their peak. I feel like they're saying not yet. Like maybe somebody's fairly neutral. You're not detached, but your emotions are not overwhelming you. And pull it out. Why are they doing it like this? You see how they're landing? Your secrets are safe. This is weird. There we go. Okay. I think those two definitely go together and these two go together. Perseverance is rewarded, and beware who you trust. All right, let's see how these things are connected. Because it feels a little bit like beware who you trust is sharing too much, right? Getting too much information. Like, keep going. Don't share too much. Don't articulate too much. Don't rely on somebody. Don't expect. I think this has to do with expectations. It's funny. I thought these two went to, but I think these two go together. Right now, I don't think that your emotions are at any kind of peak. I think that you're just kind of neutral. I think that they're going to hit a peak. Okay, so this is one from each batch goes with the other one. We've got emotions are at their peak, and then we have your perseverance is rewarded. I think that you're about to get hella fucking excited. I just got to be honest with you, and very, very happy. But then on this side, it's like your secrets are safe. Beware who you trust. We're going to find out about that. Like, right now, you're good. So don't overshare. Give me a second. Let's figure this out. Storm and Tarot. Like, I feel like you want to be careful of who you tell. It's almost like there's some people that will mum's the word and they won't say anything. And then there's some people, if you tell them, I don't even know if it's so much that they're going to tell other people as to it's what they do with knowledge, like how they behave and what their expectations of you would be, and like what they think as a result of what you tell them. I don't know. Let's get into this. It's almost as if it's like it's 50-50. Like, you got some people you can, there's a level of discernment that's going to be necessary. Like, you don't, something you just don't want everybody to know, but it's not saying that you can't trust anybody. Okay, let's find out about this, because this is very contradictory. Hey, Manishka. Star card. Six of Pentacles. Something's happening okay. The resources that you were seeking or that you were needing, the Six of Pentacles, the thing that's going to bring in a leveling, I want to say is coming in, because we have the Star card where it's like it's being guided, it's being brought in. Star card. And then we have the Knight of Wands, which is exceptionally fast. So maybe someone is coming in with this. The person that has this is coming in very quickly. Okay, what is the idea of, so it's almost as if not, like, this is where your perseverance is being rewarded, and that you're going to be exceptionally happy and excited with this. Over here, your secrets are safe and beware who you trust. Why are they contradictory over here? It is, I get the idea that there's more maneuverability the less people that know. It's almost as if it's like you're not hiding it, but you're also not advertising something. And so it's like the idea or notion that yeah, what is this beware who you trust, please? Talk to me about that. Seven of Cups. I think that the idea, notion that the Six of Pentacles is balancing things out for you. You now have the level of freedom that you didn't before. And sometimes when that initially happens, you're like, okay, where do I start? What do I want to do? How do I blah, 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 blah. And because there's Seven of Cups where it's like, now you got all the options in the world. And you might have people in your ear trying to influence the direction in which you go. Why do I feel like my camera, does this not feel like it's like, I don't know, it looks a little like smoky, hazy. I don't know. Maybe that's just not nice. That would not be good. Some people, okay, so some people might think that you need to be going in a particular direction. When things finally get good and settled for you and in a harmonious state, it's almost like things start to turn in your favor. People are going to be influencing you or attempting to influence you and interjecting their thoughts and opinions on, okay, so now that you got this, do this. And it's like, if you choose to do anything else with this new stability, they might have something to say. Because we have the Seven of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles, right? And it's like they might view something as this being like some kind of Sahara desert. And so for you to waste what little water you have here, they might be like, no. You won't be able to sustain that. Don't do it here. But you know where to do that. Like, this is where it's going to be blossoming. The perseverance will be rewarded. This is where it's blossoming, but somebody or people feel like they have your best intentions at heart, or they might see the situation differently and try to coach you or to go a different direction. Because all they can pay attention to is the Sahara desert that's around, not where this is finally taking off. And I just get the idea that somebody's going to try to poo-poo on your good time. Because with the Page of Cups, which is like exceptionally joyful, good, information, like something really happy coming in, or happy news to share, like your happy news, they will poo-poo on it. See the Five of Swords right next to it? I think you're the Page of Cups. And they're just like, you know what? Don't share this with everybody. Because some people will try to find something wrong and spin a level of doubt into your mind, or you know what I mean. It's like, it's almost the idea of okay, something good's happening now. You got to do this, and it's like it's first off none of their business, and it's like the only way that they're going to know, and the only way that they're going to try to exert any type of influence is if they know about it. So your secrets are safe. Tell me about secrets are safe. Like, just you. The only way that they would know is if you told them. Okay, I'm going to take those. Wow. So we have the Knight of Cups with the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is going to bring such immense 180 in your level of fulfillment and joy and being satiated with life. I just feel like, you know, when like people who are like really there for you when shit's not going right because somehow it benefits them, either it makes them feel better, makes them feel important, makes them feel needed, or whatever else like that. But as soon as shit goes good your way, it's like they will find the wrong in anything. And they will try to, they're not going to be happy. They're not going to be happy. I don't know if there's somebody that you likes to be needed by you, but it's as if you're exceptionally happy, where does that leave them? That's a weird thing to say, but it's a 180 because the Knight of Swords is a stark contrast and change. And the Knight of Cups is a very solid, fulfilling, wonderful thing coming into your life. And it's like, finally, we got the Queen of Pentacles with the Judgment card. Like, it puts you in the position where you get to pick and choose. Like, you now finally have the freedom to put your energy wherever the fuck you want. Someone enjoyed or benefited from your limitations, egoically, emotionally, and you know the people in your family, the people, your friends, who no matter how you go about something, if something good happens, they always, now what about this, and what now you this, I don't know if that, like, they can find the wrong, and it's almost like they want to temper how happy you get. Like, they're going to put you in check. They only see things with the potentiality of how something can go awry. And if they can't spend something negative, then they suddenly become negative. More snippy, more, that kind of stuff. And it just, because they don't like, people will get rubbed the wrong way with your level of happiness. Okay. I feel like your secrets are safe is the kind of thing where it's like, you don't have to tell anybody. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't owe anybody. But I also want to say that there's some people you can trust. So let's talk about that. There's this dire contrast of remembering that you don't owe anybody anything, any kind of explanation. You don't owe it to anybody to run things by them, to share this experience with them. You don't have to do that. You don't have to entertain somebody. But there are likewise also people in your vicinity that would celebrate you. And to not let those who would act funny when they catch wind of this, don't entertain them. Don't worry about it. Secrets. We're going to use a secret tarot. Why is this important? I think it's a matter of where you direct your attention and what you entertain at this point. Okay, we're there's a King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. We said that there was a King of Pentacles that would try to. This came up in the last reading that I did. King of Pentacles was the person that would. King of Pentacles is the one that benefits from you not doing well. That somehow feels like they are the poo-poo king. I'm just going to tell you, like they've had this sense of authority. That's what I want to say. They've had this sense of authority. They've had this sense of feeling better. Like this is the person that they're good as long as they feel like they're doing better than you. And as soon as go back and watch my last reading, because I know people were like, who's this king of, I'm like, you would know because we have Seven of Swords. I just feel like I'm right. They would try to poo-poo it. They got shit to say. They always got shit to say. Seven of Swords is all about like deception. Like this is the kind of person that like to your face, they're like, and they'd say stuff behind your back. I can't believe that they're doing this, this, and this, and this with their new resources, and they're taking this trajectory. You watch and see. This is how it's going to be, blah, blah, blah. Or this is the kind of thing where it's like, because you're doing well, they will try to create a rumor mill around you in order to like remove opportunities and things like that from you, because they just can't stand the fact that you're doing good. Like there's some level of deceit, deception, and sabotage, bad mouthing. I'm just getting bad mouthing. It's like it's what they would try to paint you as something different. Got the Eight of Wands. Hey guys. Eight of Wands. I think the beware who you trust is careful of what you tell people, because to me, it's almost as if this King of Pentacles is the one that tries to get information from anywhere, right? And it's like being careful who you say something to so it doesn't get back to the King of Pentacles, or just be aware that if you say something to certain people, they run their mouth too. Something is coming in hella fast for you because you have stayed the fucking course with what appeared to be something unpromising. Look at that Sahara Desert right there. This is Seven of Pentacles. The thing that you poured your energy and investment into that just seemed like, why it wouldn't be fruitful. How are you going to grow a rose from there? How are you going to do that? And it may have appeared unsuccessful for a period of time, because again, it's the desert, and anytime you plant something, it takes time, and you just don't know how much time it's going to need to gestate. And so something that you stayed the course with, because we have the Eight of Wands with the Strength card with the Unicorn. So it took a lot of guts, and I'm okay with looking stupid. I'm okay with looking like I'm failing at something. I'm okay with this, that, and the other. You stuck with it. You were brave enough to be you and go with what you want. That unicorn desire. You went after it. That takes a next level strength, right? Something's coming in very fast that's going to create a massive, massive shift in your life. It's a Tower moment, but it's a positive one. It's a positive Tower moment. Oh, I was like, didn't I see? I kept calling this the Knight of Swords. This is the Page of Swords, guys, which is communication. Because they were just saying something like, there is something, there's a message coming in for you that's going to, like a fated shift, a change, like a destined Tower moment. So there is this, we have the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Swords. So there's some messages coming through. It's a very genuine, sincere, happy message, happy information, good news, good news. And it's like deserving of this, very deserving. Okay. Tell me about the Tower. I don't think that Tower is going to be for you. Here's the thing. This is going back to that one where your positive Tower is going to be somebody else's negative one. Page of Pentacles. It's a brand new, yeah, something's going to pick up. All right, we're mixing several of the old readings. Something in regards to you're creating the life that you want now, and it's reflecting your unicorn self. Hierophant is creating a life that reflects your true beliefs, your authentic self. I do get a very sense of spiritual path. So again, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm a guru in something, or I'm a yoga instructor. I'm not talking like, this is like something destined for you. Like a lot of our skills and talents are spiritual. That is like a spiritual gift. Those are our gifts. Okay. And Seven of Pentacles is just saying it's breaking ground, especially with this particular one, because see, it's finally sprouting. It's taking off. So to me, what's coming in is going to make you exceptionally happy. It's very good news. It's not going to make somebody else happy, but it's a start. Like all that effort that you put in to staying true or going after something pays off. It pays off. That's what the Page of Pentacles is talking about. It's an offer. It is the beginning. It is the start of something very tangible in your life. And King of Pentacles, male or female, doesn't fucking matter, is going to have some shit to say about it. Gonna have some shit to say about it. It's like telling people without telling people all the details. You can share this with people without telling them all the nitty gritty behind the scenes stuff. Does that make sense? Who, what, when, where, how, why. Seven of Cups is coming back out again. There's a lot of sevens in this one. A lot. Seven of Swords, 2 Seven of Cups, and a Seven of Pentacles. That's 4 sevens. It's 4 sevens, guys. No more are you confused. You know exactly the direction to go. You found your 2 cups. In this offer that's coming through, this communication, you find your 2 cups. God, somebody liked you being in a perpetual state of confusion, of doing without, of constantly seeking and not having. Somebody liked you because you needed them. Because you either needed them or they at least just did, they got off on doing better than you. It's almost as if you didn't have the power to contest them. I don't know why it's like that. Contest them. Okay. So tell me more about this Tower moment and this offer, this situation that's happening, unfolding. Queen of Pentacles again. Let's see here. Yeah, you need to protect yourself against the bullshit so that you don't get pulled back into some kind of loop or habit with this person, okay? Or because of this person. I feel like this person held a level of energetic influence over you that you kind of gave to them because of some fear or perceived necessity to do so. So with the Devil card, I'm getting like this person has like maybe you relied on them, so you let them tell you what to do, what direction, what blah blah blah, and they had a lot of influence. They had a lot of say in your life. Maybe you just had a fear over them, and so you got accustomed to accommodating them and things like that, right? They were used to being catered to so that they were kept happy, right? They loved having that level of influence over you. This is protecting yourself from that. No, Seven of Wands is know your fucking worth, have self-respect, self-love, and stick to your beliefs and stand up for them at all costs. Don't succumb to this bullshit again, because they might try to pull it. And it's almost as if sometimes I feel like they do things very covert and passive aggressive in a way, and like under the radar, but everybody can see it. But it's almost like very narcissistic. I'm just going to be honest with you. Very narcissistic tactic. And they used it. Like they wouldn't have, they could have been like a big jackass one time. And it worked for them. And they knew that you didn't want to have to endure that again. And so they would just kind of like, they were very, I feel like their energy was very abrupt, abrasive with you, or overpowering. Like, like I want to say somebody that shows up with this, but energetically wise. And so it's almost as if they would say something and they'd wait for you to kind of like, you know what I mean? Like I get a smugness from it. I get a sense of very narcissistic. I'm going to be honest with you. That's a very narcissistic. But we have you saying, fuck that shit, and I'm answering my call. This is not the second time for the Judgment card. Am I making this up in my head? Nope, I am not making it up in my head. Judgment card. You are answering the call. You are following this, and it's almost as if the trumpets are playing for you. I don't know why they're saying that. Like there is going to be attention for your success, but it's almost as if that's why I get the energy of like somebody's going to know, but you don't owe them anything. You don't owe an explanation. You don't owe details. And because of that, I feel like you're going to People are going to know and be aware, and you'll celebrate it, but you're not going to share everything. And you're going to be very, I don't know why they said articulate about how you divulge information. Because it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing is the way I want to say it, because this is the wolf. It's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Because I don't care if on the onset they act like they're okay with it, and that they'll pull some shit, or they'll say some shit, or at some point the truth will come out on how they feel about something. That's what I see. But it's almost as if the trumpets are playing for you and they don't like it. This is your karmic rewards, reaping the rewards of something, and this is like your resurrection. That's what this tower moment is. It is your resurrection. It is your summer and somebody else's winter. I did that as a reading. Your summer is going to be somebody else's winter. They already had their time. It's yours now. I'd like to know more about, and it's coming in very fast. So I want to know more about the Six of Pentacles. Because it seems like the Six of Pentacles, when shit gets balanced for you, when you're no longer in lack, when you have the freedom to build, when you have the freedom of movement, when you get that resource that you've been needing, which is being brought to you, it's like there's no stopping you, right? And I'm like, I want to know what that is. Okay. Nice and tarot. We're moving through this fast, guys. Because we have both, for timing, we've got the two fastest tarot cards in the deck. People who know me and watch my channel know that I say the major arcana is talking about the momentum and the immensity, the intensity of the energy, the overall influence of something, but it doesn't give you the details of how something unfolds. That's what the minor arcana is for. So if you're looking at timing and speed, that's details. You're going to look to the minor arcana. The Chariot is all about the level of momentum behind something, because something is finally in alignment. The two sphinxes or the two horses are going the same direction. When those motherfuckers try to go in opposite directions, you go nowhere, right? And so it's talking about the aspects in any given situation or within yourself that need to be in alignment in order for you to have the level of momentum to move forward. So it's almost the energy behind something. And that's what ensures the success. They talk about the victory within the Chariot. It does not, because you could be going slower than shit and still win out against somebody else because their shit's not in alignment. Okay? Their two horses are trying to go in opposite directions, and their chariot will crash. And you'll win by being in alignment with something. That doesn't mean that you was going fast, or that you were the fastest person, or that your horses are the fastest. So we have the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands, because the wand suit is faster than any others. I don't know why I feel like I need to educate somebody, but a wand, long wind stick, that's nice and thin, is lighter than a sword. It cuts through the air faster than a sword does. The sword is very definitive, though. So when it cuts through and hits something, it's severed. But the wands are faster. So the two fastest moving cards, and you're talking about timing, in the tarot deck are going to be the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Okay? So I want you to, they're having me really go into that. So that, I feel like, now, again, here's the thing. Spirit's timing and my timing are not necessarily the same. They've said, it's right around the corner. And I'm like, 6 months later, I'm like, what? Your version of right around the corner and mine are two different things, apparently. So, given that, we're going to get into this just a little bit more and get some more information, even though, despite we do have two timing cards here. And both times I picked up on it as a timing. And I want to remind you that sometimes the Knight of Wands really does feel like an energy of something arriving or a person arriving very swiftly. Might be a person. I don't know. We'll see. 10 of Cups. Exquisite enjoyment. This isn't just personal contentment. This is you. This is the shared enjoyment, like the interaction with those that are around you, with your environment, with the world. Okay. This is utter happiness that gets shared and exchanged in reciprocity. It's almost as much as I give out, I get back. I give out, I get back. I give out, I get back. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, the fact that I said I give out, I get back, I give out, I give back. And then I'm like, duh, 6 of Pentacles, that's exactly what's happening. And then they heard the word pay it forward. And it's almost as if something's going to be poured into your cup because it will invariably grow and be disseminated from you as well. Like you just know how because of who you are and what you do, it's like the gift that keeps on giving. And then we have Temperance. So this 10 of Cups, this immensity of joy with life, with the things that are around you, with the environment, the world at large, period, is what brings something. It's to balance things back out. The immensity of joy you're going to feel from something coming in is like instantaneous relief from whatever drought or winter you've been going through. Okay, it is so immense and intense because it is meant to alchemize the energy that you're coming from, almost like neutralize that. We've got the Temperance, neutralize the anything that remains within you that you're still carrying with you, which could be just like energetic debris, psychic debris, little things that, it's like a filtration system. You've done as much as you can, and whatever comes in suddenly just neutralizes that stuff. It's as if it will help to completely cleanse, purify, and get rid of any of the remnants that might be left. And so this is what's happening. In this Temperance, it is this much is needed to come in order to balance things back out. That just shows how much you were in depletion, how much you did without. I think, again, we talked about the last reading, if it's a pie chart, you going as far as you could. And there was you went we have this alarm that goes, because around here we do tornadoes. So they test it once or twice a week to make sure it's still running and everything's in tip-top shape at noon. So if you hear a big, wah, it's like we're not under attack or anything. 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. But that just shows you how much was necessary to alchemize, to alchemize this shit that's within you. It's gonna bring instant joy. I want to know what the 6 of Pentacles is, please. The 6 of Pentacles. This is the third time this card has come out, and it rarely does that. We have the Judgment card. The 6 of Pentacles is your rebirth. It is the final decision. It is the judgment being made on what it's almost as if Spirit stepping in. This may be judgment for this person. It's like this feels like a plague that was in your life. And it's almost as if some cord is cut, some final decision, Spirit's calling judgment on something. And when Spirit calls judgment on something, that's it. So mote it be. What form is the Six of Pentacles going to show up in? What form? We got the universal. What is the, now let's not forget, Six of Pentacles is a pentacle, something very tangible. It is that's why I'm calling it a resource. So something tangible coming into you. Hold on one second. Jeez. Page of Swords. It's a message, information, like expressed potentially on the World Wide Web. Somebody could be messaging you through some electronic means because we've got the world being held here. It's finding the right. It's no coincidence the X is next to the staff that he chooses, the wand that he chooses. And it's also where he finds what he desires, the world, like his ultimate freedom. And it's the path. To me, these are two paths. These are two ways that you could go about something, two actions, two directions that you could go. It's like the choice, like I have a desire, Ace of Wands. Now I choose the action, right? And it's like you're somehow, something comes into you so that you can choose the path with no resistance that you know will get you where you want to go. And somehow it's being orchestrated to be brought in. It allows you to go this path that you've been working on this entire time. And I told you, like, emotions were not quite at their peak. They were coming. And then, of course, I'm asking, what is the Six of Pentacles? And they're like, it's the Ten of Cups, the pentacle, emotions hitting their peak. Because it was coming out sideways. It was like, they're not at a peak yet. What 10? Something pays off. We have the Three of Wands with the Six of Wands. It's almost as if what's coming to you, what's the Six of Pentacles is a response to all the work you've put into something. And what someone ends up offering you gives you a free access to continue to do that. But it starts out as the Six of Pentacles is a response, because the Three of Wands is a response to something you've already put out, something you've already taken action towards, something you've already gone towards. It is your ships coming in. It is that reciprocity. It is a victory. It is the Seven of Pentacles, something finally breaking ground. It's almost as if someone sees value in what it is that you've been pursuing and trying to do. And because of that, they bring something in. They communicate something, they request something, the opportunity is communicated, and it gives you a free path. Like, it's like unrestrained, free path forward. And X always marks the spot on a map for treasure. That's where you find like the path to, and that's what this is too. This is the star card, is following your star home. It is following you're on the right path, is what the star card means. You're being guided and you're following it. So you're about to get some kind of reciprocity for the work that you have been putting in towards something. And what comes in is so much that you're instantaneously happy. You have a clear path ahead of you. You're unencumbered and able to pursue this freely. Someone chooses, like the judgment card is also like choosing, and it irritates the shit out of somebody. It's like you struggling to go down a particular path, they got joy out of it, gave them some sense of purpose themselves. And you do not have to entertain any more bullshit. And it's almost like I feel like they had access to you because of your struggle. Or yeah, like either you couldn't leave because of some kind of tie you had to them, and they loved it. They loved watching it, and they loved watching you struggle. But now something is being alleviated, and you can leave. Like you don't even have to be in proximity to them anymore, and they can't stand that. Or it's like maybe the only reason you allowed them so close to you is because of the struggle. They know that if you get to pursue what it is that you really truly want, they won't have the influence. They have a need to be needed, or a need to feel important in some way, and they don't in their own life. And so somehow this individual gets a sense of self-importance by either doing better, having more, having some level of authority, having some kind of influence, and they're going to poo-poo. You may get a sob story. I can't believe da 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 da. They may say all kinds of shit about you when you move on, which is really, you would think, what you should be doing. Like you should be happy that someone doesn't have to rely on you more and they can go live their life and expand. But somebody's not happy with that. Somebody's not happy with that. All right. So how quickly is this coming in? Give us an understanding. Is this like, I literally just said in my head, I don't know, I know y'all can't hear me. The strength card came out. It's 8, number 8, right? And so I'm like, oh, is that 8 days? And literally immediately, the 8 of Wands. Wands are days. So this is like within the week, by the end of the month. This comes in, the 6 of Pentacles. Before, what is today? The 22nd? Literally 8 days takes us into September. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. Yeah. So almost 9 days. 8 more days of this month, isn't there? That is funny. World card. Somebody may be able to leave a particular situation or environment because of this. Because the number of times we highlight the world, like the world in his hand, the world under there, and I know I saw the world in another deck when I did it like on the bottom, and it's like you're about to attain your freedom. They're bringing me back to your secrets are safe. I don't know if you feel like somebody will try to, in their attempt to try and poo-poo on you, that they'll try to gossip or paint you as something that you're not. But I feel like I don't know know why I'm getting the energy that they will pull their old antics, right? But it's almost as if they feel like they have to pull back because now that you're the one in the position of authority, that the only way for them to keep that bridge open is to not completely burn it down. And they would completely burn it down. I don't know why it comes across like that, but it's almost as if they recognize they might pull, again, very covert, under their breath, passive aggressively talk about you, try to play some victim or try to play some kind of like whatever. But whatever you feared, they can't do. It's as if whatever resource is coming in comes in so swiftly, they instantaneously lose any level of influence over you, and they fucking know it. And it's almost like you're free. I don't know if you felt like you had to, like, I don't know why there's this sense of I had to maintain communication. I had to maintain whatever, right? And that they were almost in control of that. Like they liked that. They liked still having the connection with you. It gives off the air of like, I have to be a certain way with somebody because of my circumstances, because they have authority, because whatever. And as soon as this happens, you don't owe them shit. You don't owe them shit. And they know the only way to keep that bridge open, I think, your secrets are safe. Like, it's almost like, when people will take some of the hardest times in your life, some of your struggles, and then they'll try to inflate them, blast them, or whatever else like that. And it's like they'll put shit out there just to be able to kind of get one over on you. They can't do that. Because if they want any remnant of connection to you in the future, they'll fucking know better. In fact, I think that it's almost as if they do that, other people will be able to see right through it. That's why it feels like whatever they do say or do is going to be kind of like almost covered in the guise of something else. Like they won't be as brazen as they used to be. Maybe once or twice, but they're going to rein that shit in. Because you don't have to put up with it anymore. That's why I feel this distance thing. There was something about that too yesterday, or not yesterday. I didn't read yesterday, the day before. Like a distance, like going a path, like going somewhere. They can't. It gives me the energy of whatever connection you had with this person was at their mercy before. And now, whatever this situation is, puts any connection you do have with this person, they are at your mercy to maintain it. It's whether you want to or not. And if by chance they know that and they try to be real, don't forget that eventually they'll show their true colors and you'll see them. You'll see them pull some familiar shit. So if they try to get real sweet to you all of a sudden because they know that you have the authority, see right through that shit. Beware who you trust. Okay, it's really getting clear. They didn't change. And here's the thing. Sometimes we think, okay, now that I'm in a situation where they can't do this anymore and I'm in charge, they can't do anything to me. And it's not a matter of that. They are always looking for a way to get back on top. Very true narcissistic, you know what I mean? They don't know how not to be manipulative. whoever this is. So even in their niceness, there's manipulation. Just remember that. Alrighty. Ooh. No, I don't look at the chat when I'm channeling. It distracts from the channel. So I don't like to do the whole back and forth because I also don't want influence. The thing is, like, you know, it's funny when people are able to pick up on something in the cards, and it's like because they saw it in the chat. And it's like the authenticity of what I do is that I don't have any influence on how I read or input being given to me and things like that. Now, once in a while, I do look if there's a good pause moment. But I really, once I get going and really am in the energy and I'm listening to spirit, I don't pay, like, I think that's the beauty actually of my, how I read. I think it gives it more authenticity and stuff. So. Aries, it's been a minute. Where you been? Are you doing good? So, alrighty, guys. Well, I have yet another 1221. 1221 mirrored numbers. That might be for somebody. But Aries. All right, I'm gonna hop off here. I'll be back on again later this week. And I hope everybody has a fantastic and wonderful day. Well, it's good to see you. You need to come back, okay, girl? Bye. Peace out.